Hi everyone, good day. I am Johanie Papandayan Balt and I'm going to discuss about audio media. In this discussion, I will discuss the audio media's definition, history and development, types, examples, advantages and disadvantages, guidelines, and demonstration characteristics. So, what is audio media? An audio media is a form of media communication that uses audio or voice recording as a medium in the delivery of information. These are teaching learning devices that appeal to the auditory sense. Sa word lang naman na audio na ito yung mga naririnig natin or naririnig natin sa mga recordings na pwede gamitin ng mga teachers to discuss or give some instruction or information. The history and development of audio media, the modern age has blessed us with the ability to capture and play back sound. From the phonograph to MP3, we are forever improving audio technology in a quest to make music more accessible. So, from time to time na change yung mga recordings from phonograph to MP3. Here is a brief history of audio media, audio formats past, and a peek into how we might listen to music in the first century. So here are the examples of the audio media equipments that a teacher can use. The first one is the phonographs. In the early 19th century, it was all but impossible to imagine what great changes were in store for the world of audio. Although the first successful recording device was developed in 1855, it wasn't until Thomas Edison's phonograph, invented in 1877, and Emily Berliner's gramophone, patented in 1887, that the phonograph started to come into its own. The next one is the radio. Radio was originally developed for military use during World War I, but the gramophone industry helped spur demand for recorded music delivered over the air. When the Radio Corporation of America acquired the Victor talking machine company in 1929, the modern era of the music industry was born. The next one is the 8-track. 8-track invented in the early 1960s by William Powell Lear and heavily marketed and used in the 70s. The 8-track was the premier portable audio format for almost 15 years. The 8-track was designed around a single reel with the two ends of the plastic recording tape joined with a piece of conductive fail tape to make one continuous loop. The next one is the cassette tapes. The cassettes, as we know it, didn't come into the average home until the late 1970s. However, magnetic tape recording got its start in music studios around 1950. Musicians could record in longer sessions, and seamless splice editing allowed artists and producers to select and combine the best cuts into polished songs. The debut of Sony's Walkman in 1979 was the final nail in the 8-track's coffin. Cassette tape soared into the 80s. Next is a compact disc. A compact disc or CD is an optical disc used for storing digital data. It was originally invented for digital audio and is also used as a data storage device. A CD-ROM reading the devices are frequently included as a component in personal computers. The next is digital audio tapes. Digital audio tapes introduced in 1987 for the studio market, digital audio tapes quickly became the regular in professional recording industry circles. Although digital audio tapes never fully caught on in the consumer's market because of the high cost of that players, they remain a mainstay of the pro audio world because of their low price and enhanced digital storage capabilities. The next one is mini disc. Mini disc is a disk-based data storage device for storing any kind of data, usually audio. The technology was announced by Sony in 1991 and introduced in January 12, 1992. MD Data, a version of storing computer data, was announced by Sony in 1993, but it never gained significant ground. So today, MDs are used primarily for audio storage. The audio disc can be pre-mastered or recordable. The next one is MP3. MP3 invented in 1989 in Erlangen, Germany. MP3 has quickly come to symbolize a paradigm shift in the way many people access their music. The home computer revolution, along with the internet, has allowed millions of net-connected music fans to take advantage of the latest audio medium, and that is MP3. And last but not the least is the AAC, or the advanced audio coding. This new standard developed by Dolby, the Fraunhofer Institute, and others may become the major ingredient in 21st century digital music distribution. The AAC code was formally introduced to the world at the Consumer Electronics Show in 2001. Along with dozens of new digital audio players able to play AAC files. Currently, companies such as Liquid Audio distribute audio using AAC, promising smaller file sizes and better sound quality than the aging MP3 format. AAC also features built-in copyright protection. The audio media has of two kinds. These are first the radio broadcast and the second is the recording. The broadcasting is a one-way wireless transmission over radio waves intended to reach a wide audience. Stations can be linked in radio networks to broadcast a common radio format, either in broadcast syndication or simulcast or both. So, radio broadcasting, ito naman yung mga broadcast nga na naririnig natin sa mga radio natin sa ating mga bahay. The next one is the audio recordings. Sound recording and reproduction is an electrical or mechanical inscription and recreation of sound waves such as spoken voice, singing, instrumental music, or sound effects. The two main classes of sound recording technology are analog recording and digital recording. So here are the examples of the audio recordings. The first one is the tape recorders. The second one is the MP3. The next one is the iPods. The next is the radio cassettes. The next one is the audio CDs. And the last one is the audio conferencing. So, dahil familiar na tayo sa ibang gadgets, I will answer what is audio conferencing. Audio conferencing usually refers to meetings held by people in different places using devices that allow sounds to be sent and received. These meetings may only involve two parties, but in many cases, there are numerous parties involved. Audio conferencing allows multiple parties to connect using devices such as phones or computers. So what are the advantages of audio media? First one, improve listening skills, easy to operate, safe way of restoring information, can be used for small or big groups, best used to improve speech skills, lessen distraction when used with headphones, useful to add, maintain, and stimulate interest. It also can be used as a set induction strategy. Can clarify problems and ambiguity, can aid memory, can be used in stimulating emotions, useful in distant learning, helpful in stimulating creative thinking, increase imagination. The next one is the disadvantages of audio media. The first one is extended use may bore students. Costly compared to actual presentations. Power failure issues can disturb the learning environment. Strong lesson planning is to be done. And lastly, trained teachers are needed who can manage it effectively. So here are the guidelines of using the audio media. First one is preview the materials. The next one is prepare an outline of important points that will be presented. The next one is motivate the students to listen carefully to some important details. And lastly, end with questions, discussions, and other forms of evaluation. So the demonstration characteristics of audio media are first, clarity of voice, second, relevant to the topic, third, clear pitch of the audio, fourth, appropriate length, fifth, appropriate language, and lastly, unbiased. And that's all for my audio media discussion. Thank you very much.